وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Read Al-Quran the easy way. I welcome you to 9th lesson, in which we will study two tiny letters, Hamza and Ha. Two tiny letters, Hamza and Ha. They are very special. They need special care. Because they are very tiny. And these two letters occur in the Quran almost 34,000 times. So relax and smile, take a deep breath, charge your brain, and let us start with our poem. Ma, ba, wa, fa are from the lips. Tongue has many, 12 from the tip. Tha, the, dha, ta, da, ta. Za, sa, sa, la, na, ra. From its middle are ja, sha, ya. From its edges are da, ka, qa. 6 from the throat, a, ha, a, ha, gha, kha. That's it. And at the end is alif. That's how, mashallah, you can learn all of these letters with makharij in the right order and order of makharij, as well as with their attributes, like someone is very thick and high, someone is just high, someone is thick, and so on. So let us take the first letter Hamza. It gives a sound, not a sound. It's not a, it is a. Okay, very clear and distinct. It has a jerk in the beginning. See, a. It's not a. A is different. Okay, I ate an apple. I ate an apple. I ate an apple. It's not I ate an apple. That's not the sound here. If I were to say that with Hamza, I would say I ate an apple. Okay, if I were to say with Hamza. In English, it's okay. I ate an apple is fine. But Hamza means a. How do you say it? From the lower part of the throat. Okay, as you see in the picture, from the lower part of the throat, a. You see, we are going from the lips all the way to the throat. And when we come to these last 6 letters, Hamza, ha, a, ha, gha, kha, I am coming from lower part, middle part, and upper part. So we are going just, change of direction, just for a fresh look. So we are going like that, and then from the lower part to the upper part of the throat. 2 from the lower part, Hamza, ha, are from the lower part of the throat. And the next lesson, we will have a and ha from the middle part, and gha and kha from the upper part. I hope you have been checking these strokes, and you know all these strokes. They make writing Arabic letters very easy. So let us write Hamza, which is extremely simple. Okay, Hamza is let me just get the pen here. Okay, and okay, let us write Hamza. Small c and a line, sliding line. Small c and a sliding line. That's very simple. Small, tiny letter. Hamza is a tiny or baby letter, very small, therefore it does not have a short form. You see, we have been telling you that thin letters do not have short form, like waw, dal, and dhal, and ra, and za. All these letters, because they're very thin, they don't want to mix with others. Otherwise, they are afraid they will be lost. Nobody will be able to see them in the rush of letters in a word. So they want to stand alone. Hamza is so tiny. It definitely doesn't want to have any short form. Not only that, it does not let others also connect. This is the only letter which stands alone. Like, it just doesn't want anyone to connect and does not connect with anyone. Okay, so the short form and the full form is the same, and it does not have connectors, because as I said, it's so tiny, it doesn't want anyone to dissolve it. So it's afraid it may be lost. So here are examples of Hamza in in its full form and short form, which is the same, and at the end of the letter, and between and within at the end of a word or within a word, wherever Hamza is, it has no connectors from it or to it. It doesn't have any connection with any other one, and it doesn't accept any connection from any previous letter. That's the only letter that is like that. Now let's practice Hamza with Fatha sign. Hamza with Fatha sign. Fatha is a stroke, and Hamza its name. By the way, this its name is very special. Hamza gives a sound. Okay, all right. I don't want to confuse too much. So Hamza gives a sound. It's not the same as Hamza. People have names like Hamza. Hamza radiyallahu anhu. Ha, that is from ha. This is Hamza with ha. Okay, but anyway, the sound is a. Very simple. Now, since this is a baby letter, it uses alif, ya or waw as a chair, to show itself, to stand up, to show itself prominently. So you see that Hamza is carried by alif or ya or waw. Every one of these three letters every one of these three is Hamza. Okay, each one of these is Hamza. Alif, ya or waw has no role here. When Hamza sits on the top or Hamza uses them as chair, it is Hamza. Okay, it is only Hamza. It is only Hamza. Just a. But I think we didn't talk about alif, so let us learn alif here. Alif is just simple line, vertical line, too thin, therefore it has no short form. Alif is just one line. I don't think there is anything to learn, but just draw from top to bottom. Okay, alif. Let me write it for you. Alif is just the line from top to bottom. This is alif. Alright. So we have this full form and the short form. And alif is too thin. As usual, it doesn't have short form. But it lets other letters connect to it. Okay, so it has connectors from previous letters. Only Hamza does not have connectors from previous letters because it's too tiny. But alif, every other letter can have connectors from previous letters. So here is an example of alif in different words. Okay, example of alif in different words. But there is a very important point. Actually, I showed you different words, but whenever alif has fatha or kasra or any other vowel sign, it becomes Hamza. Because actually in Indo-Pak prints, unfortunately, Hamza is not written on the top of alif. So we tend to think that this is alif. That actually whenever alif has fatha or kasra, any vowel sign, it becomes Hamza. So if there is fatha on alif, it is Hamza. Okay, so here is Hamza. This is Hamza. Okay, all these are Hamzas only. It has nothing to do with alif. When alif has fatha or kasra or any other vowel sign, it becomes Hamza. By the way, like other letters, Hamza also has meanings. Not every Hamza in every word, but sometimes it comes in the beginning. Like every vav does not have meaning of and. Every fa does not have the meaning of so. When it comes in the beginning, attached to a noun or a verb, then it carries that meaning. Okay, so a means it's a question mark. Do, is, am. So it's a question mark. Question word. The second letter that is used as a chair by Hamza to show itself prominently is Ya. So you see that Ya, and on the top of it is Hamza. So it is Hamza, no more Ya. Ya has nothing to do with it now. Ya sound has nothing, it is A. And similarly, the short form of Ya, you have already learned the short form of Ya, so that is also Hamza. Okay, Ya, that is Hamza and Hamza, and Ya can have connectors in its full form and short forms. So in that case, you have to call these two also as Hamza. And here are examples of Hamza with Ya as its chair. Hamza in different words in their full form and short form with connectors also given below. Let us practice this type of Hamza where Hamza uses Ya as its chair with Fatha sign. So what do you see that? This is, all of these are Hamzas. The third letter that is used by Hamza as a chair is Waw. So whenever you see Hamza on top of Waw, then it is Hamza. So you see the full form and the short form. Waw also does not have any short form. Full form and short forms are same. So that is and Waw can have connectors. So whenever Hamza is on the top of it, that is Hamza. So Hamza in this form also can have connectors. And here are an example of this type of Hamza where it is using Waw as its chair in its full form and short form and with connectors also given below. So this is, let's practice this with Fatha. Okay, so there we have Hamza alone on the top, and then Alif carrying Hamza. So whenever Fatha or any other sign is there, it becomes Hamza. So that is and then next box is Ya carrying Hamza. So Hamza using Ya as its chair, Hamza using Ya as its chair, so it is Hamza and then Hamza using Waw as its chair, and that is also Hamza So mashallah, you have so many shapes. Because it's tiny, you got to give due consideration and care for Hamza. So remember, Hamza can be carried by Alif, Waw or Ya. The second letter is Ha. That is also a tiny letter and it also has some special features. How do you remember Ha? Well, look at your hand, okay, and you can just draw a circle around it, hand Ha, okay, that is Ha. Very simple. You can have other associations if you like. So hand Ha, hand Ha, hand Ha. So Ha is a simple small circle. It's a tiny letter. It's not a big circle. It's a small circle. How do you say Ha? From the same spot as A. From the lower part of the throat. A or Ha. In this case, this is Ha. Hamza is A and Ha is also coming out from the same spot. So A and Ha from lower part of the throat. They come out from lower part of the throat. Now, what about its short form? Short form of Ha is very interesting. Actually, as I told you, short forms occur in the beginning or middle. So when Ha is given a chance to lead in a word, because it is in the beginning or middle, so it wants to show itself as big. What does it do? It shows itself to be big by doubling itself. Okay, so this is the Ha, and I'm showing it with two hands like this, and you can have two circles. So it just doubles itself to show itself big. Hamza uses Alif, Waw, Ya as chairs, Alif, Waw or Ya as chair, and Ha doubles itself when it is in the beginning or middle, when it has its short form. So the full form is just a simple circle, small circle. Okay, it's not a big circle, it's a small circle, and the full form is kind of two circles. Okay, you can write like this simply instead of drawing two circles separately, like that. Okay, so that is Ha. And what about short form of ha? So you learned that this is full form. Well, full form is there, but short form is very special because it doubles itself, and then you put a connector to connect it with other letters. So you see the full form and the short form. These two tiny letters are very, they need special attention. You got to take care of their tantrums or whatever. Now, full form can have connector and short form can have connector, as you see there. And here's a little modification. When you have a connector to the full form, instead of drawing another circle here, you just write like that. So it becomes almost like a kind of triangle, small triangle, but that's fine. And when you have a connector for the ha, then you just do like that, just to make life easy, because the connector is coming at this level. So instead of going a long route, just make this loop or double loop and make that ha. Minor change, just to make life smooth in cursive writing. Here is the example of ha in its full form and short form, or different examples in full form and short form with connectors given below. Let us practice ha with fatha. Ha, 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 ha. It's not ha, okay? It's not ha. It is ha, ha, ha. Some people out of, when they're learning, they try to pronounce everything in Arabic as ha, as if Arabic has only ha sound. No. Ha is different from ha. That we will learn in the next lesson. So these two are tiny letters. To summarize, hamza can be carried by alif or ya or waw, ya in its full form or short form, and ha tries to become big in its short form, because short form occurs in the middle or in the start, so it is leading. When it's leading others or in between others, it wants to show itself big by doubling itself, or I say by carrying a mirror and it wants to show itself as double. Okay, ha ha ha, it's a joker, ha ha ha. Okay, it doubles itself. Okay, let's practice reading the new letters that we learned today. Only 2 of them, but they have different forms, so it's kind of interesting. So this one is a. It has nothing to do with waw, because hamza is using waw as its chair, so it is actually hamza. A again. Hamza is using ya as its chair. It has nothing to do with ya. It is hamza. A. A. Ha. You see, when it is in the middle, it wants to show itself big by carrying a mirror or doubling itself. Ha. Ha. A. Ha. Here ha is leading, so again having a mirror to double itself and show that he's big, he's leading other letters in a word. A. See that ya is in the middle, and here in this case, when it comes in the middle, there are no dots. There are no dots for ya. Watch out. There are no dots. You see, ya, when ya has short form, it has dots. But in case of hamza, when hamza is using it as its chair in its short form, it doesn't have any dot. It is just having a small tooth, okay, just like that, and then the hamza on the top of it to show that this is a ya, but it has no dots, okay. And actually this is when hamza is using ya as its chair, it is no more ya, so this is hamza, okay. Sometimes in our mushaf you don't even see that tooth. Just whenever you see hamza, so you have to notice that there is a letter hamza sitting there. Okay, and this is ha. Ha at the end. Ha at the end is full form with a connector, so it is just one circle, and it becomes a little like triangle. Ah, that's in the beginning, and ya is carrying it. But when ya is carrying it, there are no dots below it. It is hamza. Okay, ah. Okay, don't mix the letters. Each one has unique sound or appearance. So what is the first one that we learned today? Ha. And the second one? Ta. Because ta can be carried by a tray or a circle. Actually, it is ha, but when ha is having 2 dots, it becomes ta. Okay. These are some special care that you have to give to these tiny letters. They deserve it. Okay, ha and ta, ha and ta, and that ta, does not have any middle forms or beginning forms. So don't worry, life is easy. Only in the end, when you see the two dots, it is ta. It is no more ha. But ha has short form, and where it doubles itself with a mirror carrying, while it carries a mirror with it, kind of to show itself that it is big. Okay. Also, don't mix the letters between qaf and fa, because qaf has two dots and fa has one dot. Okay, and the circles. The point I kept it here is because of circles. The circles have connectors. Okay, in qaf and fa they have connectors. And here also notice the difference. We will study a in the next lesson. So a is different from hamza. Hamza is tiny and it is independent. Like a in this first example, a there it doesn't mix with others, doesn't have any connectors. Here a in the middle, but a there also doesn't have connectors. So a is unique. Hamza is unique. It is tiny. It doesn't connect with others. It doesn't let others connect it. No connections from both sides, on both sides. Okay, let's revise what we have learned in previous lessons quickly. Ba. Na. Top dot is na. Tha. 3 dots. Sha. Snake taking shower. Sa. Ta. 2 on the top. Ya. 2 below. Ma. Ka. Calf taking its cap out, wearing cap. La. Saw, tongue shape, thick. Da. Ta. Dha. All of these 4 are very thick and high. These are the only 4 which are very thick and high. Sa, da, ta, dha. Ja. Wa. Ra. Ra is thick. It's not high. Za. Da. Da has connector at the bottom. Ra has at the top. Raza at the top. Da at the bottom. Okay. Da. Da. Let's play a game. I will show you different words and you will identify the letter that I want. Where is Hamza? Hamza. Hamza using wow as its chair, and also at the end, you see, there are 2 Hamzas in this example. Where is Hamza here? At the end, mashallah, at the end, carrying wow as its, making wow as its chair. Hamza here. Again at the end, and ya is its chair now. Hamza here. At the end with ya as its chair. Hamza here. The second one with ya as its chair, and this ya, as I told you in its short form, does not have 2 dots. And here in the middle again ya as its chair, but this ya in its short form does not have dots. That makes life simple. Whenever you see Hamza, it is Hamza, that's it. Where is ha? In the middle, and I told you whenever it is in the middle, the short form is always in the middle or in the beginning. Ha becomes double, maybe by carrying a mirror to show that itself big. Where is ha here? The third one. And here, the last one. Only at the end we have full form, and here it's only one circle. Or in trying to write it simply, it gets close to a triangle, but it is ha. Okay, there we have the poem, but we have exceeded the time, so we want to, you can practice it. Before we close, let's take spoken Arabic. Hiya, hunna, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Ana, nahnu is same for masculine and feminine forms. That's all for today. So just practice. Hiya, hunna, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Hiya, hunna, anti, antunna, ana, nahnu. Inshallah, we'll see you in the next lesson. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.